Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Vacation Nation, where every day is a vacation. So as my title says, I'm gonna do the pros and the cons of Bavaro Princess, right? Um, Grand Bavaro Princess to be exact. So I only stayed here one night, so I wouldn't say I didn't get the full experience, but I got at least 75% of what most people who stay in longer here would get, right? So we'll start with the pros. Right. So pro number one is that Grand Bavaro Princess is huge. It's a resort, so it's on acres and acres of land, right? So it big. We know it big, right? One of the pro, the number one pro, well, one of the pro is the fact that they actually have shuttles taking you around. So it takes you around the whole resort, and it's very efficient, and also it's, how I should say, it's easy to catch because you could either just walk out from your building, wait there, flag down one, or you could go to one of the meeting points, right, to get it. So it's not like you have to be at a particular point to get it. You could just, you walk in and let's say you're tired walk, you can flag down one and it will pick you up, right? So that's pro number one, that they have shuttles to take you around and it's very efficient and you can get it at almost any location, right? Pro number two is that the food is pretty good, right? Almost everything I ate tasted good, well, with the exception of the seafood restaurant, which I find was just mid. For me, it was low, but they have a lot of other restaurants, and I believe that the other restaurants would be good because they have the steakhouse, they have the teppanyaki, they have Italian, they have Mexican. They have probably like 8 restaurants, right? I had buffet breakfast. Breakfast was good. Then they have a 24-hour pub. The wings and the onion rings at that hour of the night was good. So I believe that the food overall is good. Because I've been to a lot of all-inclusive hotels, and not every restaurant in the hotel food was good. It had restaurants where I find the food wasn't okay, wasn't alright, and then I have restaurants where I find the food was exceptional. So it's an all-inclusive, and I mean, if you don't like one, you could always get another thing. So I'm not fussing, well, okay, seafood wasn't good and rate overall. I believe overall that the food was good, right? So the food is good. Pro number three, it is very family oriented in the sense of they actually have a separate area for kids, well, for families, which have like the water park and stuff like that. And also they have kids activities, they have kids clubs, babysitting services, the list goes on. So for me, that's a big deal because yes, there are a lot of hotels that do say they are family oriented but don't really have anything to cater for kids, right? For instance, I went at Marigot Bay Resort in St. Lucia. Well, it's now called Dreams, and yes, kids could go and stay there with their families. However, for me personally, there weren't really anything for kids, as in like a kids club or like a kids pool or water park or whatever. So I personally would not recommend there for kids. Well, for families who want to carry their kids. However, I would recommend here for kids, for families who want to carry their kids. There are a lot of kids all over the place. Sometimes you want to go somewhere where there are no kids. There are hotels that cater that, and sometimes you don't mind. And for me personally, I don't mind. There's a time and place for everything, you know? Right. This, I believe, is the fourth pro. Pro number 4 of staying in Grand Bavaro Princess. It is very close to the strip. Well, Bavaro Strip, whatever, I'm not sure what they call it. For Trinidadians, it's like close to the avenue. If you know where the avenue is, It's a whole one big street, Arbit Avenue, one big street, and have bars, clubs, not really clubs, well, a lot of bars, food places, lineman spots, everything, right? So it's very close, like literally walking. Actually, it's, you can say it's on, because when you walk out from the hotel has a casino in front. Then they have some kind of disco, the fella said. But then when you walk on beyond that, there are some like bars and clubs and whatnot that will cater to everybody. So it's very close. So if you're looking at proximity to maybe do stuff outside of the resort, here is a good place to stay. Well, nightlife wise, here's a good place to stay, because you as long as you go in with a group of people, or you and your husband, your boyfriend, or you and a girlfriend, whatever, it's a good place to come if you want to just walk to the nightclub. Because the thing about it is, Punta Cana, it's like most tourism oriented countries, everybody looking for the dollar. So it's easy to get robbed, not like actually somebody coming and rob you, but like rob in services. So for instance, it shouldn't take you more than $5 to pay a driver if you want to drive to the club that we went to. But people will come and say $10, and this is US, $10, $20, that kind of thing. So it's close to everything. The proximity is close to the nightlife if you're looking for that, right? Right. And the last pro is that it's the whole aesthetic of the hotel is really nice. Yeah, as I say, it's aesthetically pleasing, and the rooms are modern, spacious. When you go in the lobby, nice views. If you want to take nice photos, they have spots for that. And what I like about it is that it's very kind of green oriented, in the sense of there's a large swamp kind of like a kind of ecosystem, where they have like peacocks and ducks and different type of animals. Now I wanted to actually go there, but I wasn't really feeling good, so I didn't go. But they have like this whole vibe where you could go and look at animals and stuff like that. For me, that's really good, because that shows, yes, you have a big resort, but you're still trying to preserve the environment, as well as, the hotel is still a modern looking hotel. Even though like the roof have like a touch roof kind of finish and stuff like that, it still has its modern touch. And for me, I like it. I mean, some people may different. It depends on, this is my opinion, right? So it all depends on what you like. Some people like high-end, high-tech. But they have, it's simple as like they have plugs, right? Plus they have USBs. I know USBs are a thing of the past now, because phones come out with wireless chargers and stuff like that. But for like tablets and cameras and other devices, you still need a plug, So they have that on each side of the bed, so you can't run out of. Because like if I come with my family, we travel with a lot of devices. Because I have 2 phones, a tablet, right? An iPad, plus a laptop. Now the time I travel with the iPad and the laptop depends on, Then my mom, she travels with her phone, her tablet, and her laptop. You see, that is it. Well, my husband, he just have his phone. And then my kids, it's 2 tablets by 1 phone by 2 Nintendo Switches. So we have a lot of devices we go places with. Kids here want to make sure they're occupied. So I always look for the fact that places have, how do you call it? Places have like enough plugs and stuff to plug in your things. Because I hate to be having to wait for something to charge, to plug in the next thing, to plug in this, to plug in that. I don't like that. You're on a vacation. I'm not trying to be stressed with nothing. Alright? So, the cons, for me, it's not much cons. First and foremost, I find the hotel is really nice, but I feel like a little more needs to be done when it comes to cleaning. Right? Now, let me explain. For instance, I went to the pool yesterday evening and the pool was dirty, like cloudy, one, and they were like hair follicles, bugs, the works, right? Now it was in the evening time, so I don't know if the pool this morning, I wanted to go to the pool this morning to see if, how clean it was. But the pool this morning was clean because, as the day progresses and the more people enter the pool, it would start to eventually get cloudy, right? But I feel like they could do a little more where that is concerned. However, the kids' pool yesterday was pretty clean. So that's a plus. Also, I feel like because when I came in and I observed the couch and stuff like that, they had like little stains on the couches. It looks like maybe makeup or I don't know what again, but I feel like the couch, like the furniture, some of the furniture could do it like a deep clean. And then there was an area where it had like coffee and tea, and they had like I don't think it's really stains, but I feel like it's just maybe dust. So I feel like they could do a lot more with the cleaning as concerned. Maybe like do like general deep cleanings every month. Well, I mean for couches and things you can't clean that every day. So maybe every month you do a general deep cleaning for like those things, because for the most part people don't really use a couch. I think this couch looks like it's a pull out bed though. Yeah, people really use a couch regular because it has no TV here, so it's not like you sit down and watch TV. So it is more or less a bed, the bathroom. Right? That's one pro. Well, no, I'm sorry, con. My second con is there's too much mosquitoes. Now, and this I would advise, walk with your bug spray. I got bitten yesterday on my ankle because when I came in I saw the two mosquitoes and I tried to kill them but they didn't die. Failure. So walk with insect repellent. And I kind of understand why they will have mosquitoes, because there's actually like a huge swamp in the middle of the resort, which is a breeding ground for mosquitoes. You understand? So that's my only thing. Like, my thing about it is, you all know that you'll have a swamp, and I'm sure they know that they have mosquitoes. So I would say maybe a recommendation is put some little insect repellents in each room. Or when people are booking, make sure and put it somewhere in the fine print that, work with insect repellent or whatever the case may be. Right? Because, I mean, well, I mentioned that we have mosquitoes. So, I mean, I wasn't of the opinion that I had to work with insect repellent here. So if I knew that, I would have worked with it, right? Because it's like, oh, maybe I just didn't do enough reading. But I would say you'll have a huge swamp, protect your guests, put insect repellents in the room at least, right?